Prime Minister Shri Narendra Modi ji, President von der Leyen, Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. It's a great pleasure to propose the vote of thanks at the inaugural of the 6th Raisina Dialogue. In 2015, Prime Minister, you gave us the task of creating a Make in India, Make for the World platform to debate contemporary issues. This reflected both your confidence in shaping the global agenda as well as in the strength of our summoning powers. It would express both the rebalancing and the multipolarity that characterizes our times. This dialogue has been the most successful of our many responses to your call. 7 years later, we have today in our midst 1,200 participants drawn from 99 nations, ready to hear 100 panels and conversations. And I can say this with all humility, that the Raisina dialogue is among the best in its class. Among the geographies that have partnered this endeavor as it developed, Europe has clearly stood out. It is therefore only fitting that the keynote address today should be delivered by President von der Leyen of the European Commission. She and Prime Minister Modi were the co-chairs of the 27+1 EU summit at Porto in May 2021 that has set new directions for our partnership. Her personal leadership was largely responsible for the impetus given to the initiatives designed to take our ties to the next level. These include an FTA, an investment agreement, and a geographical indications agreement. Earlier today, we announced the launching of the Trade and Technology Council as well. This coordination mechanism will facilitate our working together on expanded trade, on trusted technologies, and on security. The European Union has already articulated an Indo-Pacific and a connectivity strategy, respectively, that contributes to our convergence. Our climate action, digital, and other conversations are getting increasingly serious. And as we have heard, the EU is approaching global challenges with a much sharper strategic awareness. Indeed, these are the subjects of discussions at this very dialogue. Let me therefore conclude by thanking President von der Leyen for her very thoughtful address that has set the tone for our deliberations. Our collective appreciation, naturally, to Prime Minister Modi, who remains the inspiration for this dialogue. I recognize the commitment of the organizers, Observer Research Foundation, whose painstaking preparations are so visible, and I'm sure that you all equally applaud. And not least, I thank all participants and those who have joined us virtually for being part of this exciting journey. Thank you very much.
भारत आपके लिए नया नहीं है, पहले भी आपका आना हुआ है और बहुत ही आपकी हर यात्रा भारत के लिए हमेशा बहुत ही उत्साहजनक रही है। लेकिन इस बार आप एक नई जिम्मेवारी के साथ पहली बार भारत आ रही है। यूरोपियन कमीशन का अध्यक्ष पद स्वीकार करने के बाद आपका भारत आना हमारे लिए बहुत महत्वपूर्ण है और मैं आपका हृदय से स्वागत करता हूँ। मैं विशेष रूप से आपका धन्यवाद करना चाहूँगा कि रायसीना डायलॉग के लिए आपने समय निकाला, क्योंकि वर्तमान समय में रायसीना डायलॉग में आपकी बातचीत वो सिर्फ भारत के इंटेलेक्चुअल एंड एकेडमिक वर्ल्ड के लिए तक सीमित नहीं रहेगी, पूरे विश्व का ध्यान रहेगा कि आज आप हमें क्या संदेश दे रही है। दुनिया जरूर उत्सुक है आपको सुनने के लिए। मैं विशेष रूप से इसलिए भी आभार व्यक्त करता हूं कि कोरोना के कारण और बाकी स्थितियों के कारण हमें 2-3 बार डेट बदलनी पड़ी, लेकिन फिर भी आपने अपने कमिटमेंट को बराबर वो किया और आज आप हमारे बीच हैं, इसलिए मैं आपका विशेष रूप से धन्यवाद करता हूँ। एक्सेलेंसी, भारत का और यूरोपियन यूनियन काउंसिल के साथ पिछले दिनों हमारी वर्चुअल समिट का मौका मिला था। इंडिया यूके का अगर हम रूबरू में मुलाकात कर सकते, मीटिंग कर सकते तो अच्छा होता, लेकिन इस पैंडेमिक के चलते उन चीज़ों को हम नहीं कर पाए। लेकिन मैं आशा करता हूं कि बहुत ही जल्द हम फिर से रूबरू मिल करके बहुत ही निकट संवाद करेंगे। मुझे खुशी है कि हमारे विदेश मंत्री जब आए थे तो आपने बहुत ही अच्छी मीटिंग ऑर्गेनाइज की और भारत के साथ चर्चा करने का एक अच्छा अवसर आपने दिया था। और इसलिए भी मैं समझता हूँ कि आपके नेतृत्व में भारत और यूरोप के संबंधों को एक नई ऊंचाई मिल रही है, संपर्कों के नए क्षेत्र खुल रहे हैं और ये हमारा सहयोग और अधिक हमारे संबंधों को आगे बढ़ाएगा, ये मेरा पक्का विश्वास है। तो फिर एक बार आपका हृदय से बहुत बहुत स्वागत करता हूँ।
Thank you very much, Prime Minister, and it's a pleasure to visit India again and to see you, meet you again. So thank you very much for the very warm welcome. And indeed, this year marks the 60th anniversary of the EU-India relationship. And I think this relationship is today more important than ever. We have a lot in common. We are vibrant democracies. We are strong supporters of the international rules-based order. We are large economies. And we have a lot in common, but we are also facing a challenging political landscape. And therefore, I highly appreciate that this meeting here is possible today, and I'm very much looking forward to the Raisina dialogue indeed. We will have many topics to discuss, from security to the fight against climate change, but certainly we will look also intensively at technology, digitalization, and trade. And there I'm very glad that you, Prime Minister, and I agreed to put in place a Trade and Technology Council. The European Union has only one Trade and Technology Council in place, and that is with the United States. And I think, therefore, it is telling that it was so important for us to put up a second Trade and Technology Council with India.